Welcome back. In this video, we're going to go over how to secure in-house signed documents using IP address restrictions. IP address restrictions just means that you have a set of IP addresses that, one, you might want only you might want your recipients to only be able to sign if their IP addresses match, or two, you want to prevent anyone using a certain IP address from being able to sign your documents. I'm currently in the Inhouz Cloud console. To get into Inhouse Sign, all I need to do is click on Inhouse Sign on my menu. One thing you need to know about Inhouse Sign is that you can send documents with templates, or you can send documents without templates. Regardless of what workflow you use, you can configure your security configurations. I'm going to go ahead and create a document. I'm going to call this document test proposal YY4 44. We're going to use a template. I'm going to call this template test proposal. I'm going to switch to the development environment because this is just a demo. We're going to switch to the recipients tab. I'm going to select myself as a recipient, and then I'm going to go into the security tab. So as you can see here, we have the access restriction turned on by default. You can turn this off if you don't want to configure security configurations. I'm going to turn off my set password restriction, even though, of course, you can use multiple restrictions. So to configure IP restrictions, all you need to do is go into the policies, select a policy. In this case, I'm going to use an IP whitelist. I'm going to add this restriction, and this just says that you have to that only only recipients that are using this IP addresses, right, can sign your document. I'm just going to put a random IP address here. Okay, this of course is not my IP address, it's just a random IP address. You can provide multiple addresses, and if you wanted like a set of IP addresses that you do not want, you can also use the IP block list and then provide a bunch of IP addresses that you would like to block. So in this case, if a user is making this request from this IP address, they would basically be rejected. All right, I'm going to go ahead and remove the IP block list because we're not going to be able to demo that here, because I'm not going to put my actual IP address in here. But we can easily demo the IP whitelist because the system is going to expect the request to come from this IP address, or if I had, a bunch of 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 IP addresses, I could put that here. I'm going to go ahead and send my document. All right, so it's generating and it's sent the document. So I just received a notification. All right, test proposal YY44 is ready for review. I'm going to view this document. So as you can see, I get a message that says an error occurred while validating access. Okay, and this just means that I do not have access to this application. So if my IP address matched, there would have been no problems. I would have just went straight through to my document. But because there was no match, it failed. All right, that's it for this video. In this video, we've gone over how to protect documents using IP addresses. And in this case, we whitelisted an IP address, which means that we expected, or the system expected, a request to come from a specific IP address. But alas, that wasn't the case, and the validation failed. All right, that's it for this video. See you in the next one.